Boy, do I have a story and a half. I'm running a little 1v1 on shipment here, as you can see. By the way, if my storytelling abilities aren't the best, forgive me, because I don't really plan out what I'm gonna say. I just like kind of think of an incident. I'm like, alright, so we're gonna talk about that. So this is about me doing 8 lorazepam at school on finals day, and now the title is gonna say Xanax because it basically is Xanax. It's a benzo. It's really similar. Like if you don't believe me, look it up. Which I don't know, you wouldn't believe me, but yeah, you can go ahead and look up lorazepam after this or whatever. Lorazepam. Fuck it. You type in something, it's gonna pop up. So this was the second finals day, and I remember that because after this we were out for a break. Excuse me. So one of my buddies, he's 2 grades below me, he's a freshman, I'm a junior, and this dude's always got some random ass drugs on deck. And like the funny thing is, like, not even prescribed to him, it's just like prescribed to like random family members, I think. I don't really feel comfortable saying like who they're prescribed to, I guess, even though you're not gonna know them. It's just like, I don't know, a little too much information about the family for anyone that goes to school and watches my shit. So, or goes to school with us and watches my shit, they know. And so I think he just kind of threw me this for like a 20 sack or something, or maybe I think it was like a 15 sack actually, and it was like a shit ton of like half milligram lorazepams. And I remember like I didn't have my car at this point, and why didn't I have my car at this point? Because I know I didn't have my car at another point before this, and that was due to lorazepam. Honestly, I might have been grounded for my car at this point. So I was sitting in my buddy D's car, and you know D from like the past like I don't think the past 2 stories, but he was in the Coke video and he was in the Zambi video, and so I was sitting in his car chilling, and dude came up to me, and he just handed me this, and it was like this fucking bag tied up with all this lorazepam. We shake up, we talk for a little bit, he smacks my vape, and then we get going, and he's like, "You're not gonna do that at school, are you?" And I was like, "No, I'm gonna see if I can get a few of these served though," and I lied. So we walk into school, and I get going. It's my finals. I get through my, let's see. It was the odd days. It was like we do first hour, third hour, and then I didn't have a 6 hour that was there. I had this like trade school thing type. It was like this trade school type deal that I go to, and we didn't have this on that day either because we actually finished the day early for break. So we get into so it'd be like my second class of the day, but it'd be my third hour, and we get into. Actually, before that, we go to lunch. I remember this. We go to lunch before that. Because I met up with the dude that gave me this bag of lorazepam in the bathroom. We were talking for a while, and, we were just fucking vaping, doing whatever every high school drug addict scumbag does in the bathroom, man, to vape. And I was like, I'm thinking about taking a few of these now. How many should I take? And he goes, 8. Because keep in mind, they were half milligram, and I think he said this would have equaled up to 4 milligrams of this, which I should have thought about that. No, it's not every day. You want to take 4 milligrams of benzos before you go and do some other shit. So I think I popped 7 of them, actually. I popped 7, and then we get going to lunch, and I'm just sitting there waiting for it to kick in. I'm talking to him and a few of my other buddies that are closer to him in his grade. And so he goes, "Are you feeling it yet?" And I'm like, "No." Actually, yes, a little bit. And so I remember one of the supervisors for like lunch comes up to me. He's like, "Noah, take your hood down." I was like, "But it's cold as fuck in here." And he goes, "What'd you say?" I said, "It's cold as hell." And he goes, "What'd you say?" And I said, "It's cold as hell." And he goes, "No, just take your hood down." I was like, "Fine." So I took my hood down, and then so they were just sitting there busting up laughing, and he's like, "You're definitely feeling it, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit more." And like, it's nothing too intense, so I'm thinking that's what's gonna stay. Wrong. So after we finished up our food, which I don't even know if I ate, I think I just sat there and kind of like talked to him. So after that, we go into PE, because we have our PE finals, and so I was sitting up on the bleachers, and someone comes up to me and goes, "No, you look barred out." I'm like, "Well, you guessed right." And like, "When did you do..." Sorry, I'm yawning so much, I'm kind of tired. So, like, "No, when did you do Xans?" It's like, that's just worry about you. So, we get around to doing some of our tests. We first do a sit-up test, and I do pretty okay on the sit-up test, and then we do the push-up test. Tell me why my barred out ass gets the highest fucking score on the push-up test. It was fucking retarded. Like, everyone else either was lazy or just sucked at push-ups, because me slowed down, doing these push-ups slow as fuck, and it's just like, I got the highest score. I don't know how. And this isn't even the first time I've done Xanax at school. I got another story for that coming too. But after this, my buddy D comes in to come get me, and he's like, no, what are you on? Because I guess I hopped off the bleachers and then I dropped all my shit. And then he was like, yeah, so what are you on? I was like, Xans. He's like, how many did you do? And I was like, 8. And he's like, no, you did 8. And I was like, just give me a second, I'll explain this. And this is exactly what he said, I said, and how I said. He goes, apparently, I'll explain this when I'm in an environment where my brain can function better. And so he's just kind of making sure I don't fucking trip and eat shit on the way out. And we get into his car. So I was explaining to him, I don't know why I couldn't explain to him that I did like half milligram, like each one was half a milligram, like then and there, which I mean I probably could have said that, I just wasn't thinking because there's so much shit going on and I was just fucking off the shits. So we meet up with Jay and they go and they pick up some food and then we head off to Walmart, I think it was. Yeah, we head out to Walmart and I guess I walked in and the first thing that happened was just drool just dripped out of my lip and hit the floor and D goes, no, you're fucked up. I was like, no, it's fine. I was just paying attention to other things. I couldn't pay attention to my drool. So then later on we go to AutoZone, and my dad wanted to meet up with me for something because he wanted to talk about something in person. It wasn't even that important. So I guess I went from like being all like zombie-like in the back seat, and then I was like, hold up, I'm gonna call for my dad. Is decent? I sound like, and I go from that to, yeah, what's up, Dad? Like just completely normal. They were telling me, and they were just looking at, because I remember during this conversation they were just looking at me like I was fucking nuts. So I was like, yeah, you can come to AutoZone, we could talk for a while. And then, so he pulled up to AutoZone, he's like, hey, no, you want to step up the car? And I was like, yeah, no, not really. He's like, come on, no. I was like, no, not really wanting to. He's like, no, and I was like, fine. So we got out and talked. I guess I talked to him completely normal. I'm sorry I'm talking fast. I guess I talked to him completely normal, though, and that was okay. So then he ended up dipping out, and then later on that night, they drove me home, and I went home, and I just knocked the fuck out. So if you guys want to hear some more Xan stories, I only got a few left because I'm not really big into Xans, and there's a good fucking reason why I'm not big into Xans, but I will follow up with the next day story if you guys want. So if you enjoy this, please leave a like, please subscribe. You know, I kind of want to get my channel busting a little bit more, and I got a lot more stories coming in the future, and I think my next one will probably be like a follow-up of this one. It's not necessarily a part 2, but it's like the day after thing, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.